Welcome everybody to the Outdoor Gear and Review, where we review so you don't have to. Today this is going to be hopefully a quick video of just some basic things I have in my bag that I carry in my truck. So first off is some dude wipes. Just to say, these work for women too, but they're a couple bucks and they're super handy. You never know when you gotta go, but these things work really good. The next thing, I talked about these in the review for the sleeping bags. These are very handy to have if you if your bag's too tight to wear your boots and all your clothes. If you take a couple of these, throw them in the bottom of your sleeping bag, your feet will stay toasty. And we all know if your feet are warm, the body heat will move up and you will stay a lot warmer. So I have not tried these. These are, I believe, just a cheaper brand. Not even sure where I got these, but these do work pretty good. I wish this was true. This saddens me. They might stay hot up to 10 hours if I'm inside, but I used these when I worked on the railroad and the coal mine for a long time. I used these in my gloves almost every day when it was cold out, and they were good for about 3 hours maybe. But when it gets cold enough, guys, the cold starts to take over and you really can't stop that. But these do work really well, so I would suggest getting some of these. I believe you can find these almost anywhere. I ended up buying a big box when they had them on sale. I think I got like 50 of them for 10 bucks. I don't know. Anyway, there was a lot of them in there, but you can find these things on sale all the time, so be sure to pick up some of these. Next thing, very easy to carry, are purification tablets. There are two different kind in here. If you are unsure how to use these, if you do take them out to make a little bit more room instead of keeping them in this, make sure you read the directions on how to use it so you don't overdo it in your water. But these things are really handy to have, especially if you're by a river or camping by a river, out fishing, whatever you need. If you're out in the middle of nowhere, these things work great, and they're not that expensive. I think these are only $4 or $5. So very good to have, very handy, worth the money. Good old Repel. This is a tick defense. Again, the 10 hours. I'm not liking the 10 hours. Anyway, this does work, but I would, again, only for a couple hours and not in very heavily thick tick covered woods. If you are going to be out in the woods, I would find something to treat your clothes with. I know there are many options out there that you can actually spray down your clothes, your blankets, your mats, things like that, that will work 10 times better than this. And it is a little more expensive, but these cans aren't cheap anymore. For the price you pay for these, you can pay a little extra and get something that's going to work great. This will work in a pinch. Again, for a day hike, this is perfect. But if you're going to be out for days and days, instead of repeatedly putting the stinky stuff on, I would treat your clothes and all your equipment with some high-tech tick repellent. So, but again, very good in a pinch. The next is some twine, any kind. This I did get from Walmart, I believe, but you can buy it anywhere. You never know when you're going to need some string. Help tie down your tents, help make a clothesline. If you get wet, your clothes will dry out a lot easier. You can use this stuff, all kinds of things out in the woods. Comes in very handy. If you don't have a stringer for your fish, again, you can use this, run it right through the gills, tie it up, run it all the way up to a tree. You ain't got to worry them getting away or breaking through this. This stuff is very tough. And plus 225 feet for $2-3, you can't really beat that. And moving on to the emergency food rations bar. Anybody that's been in the military or has had to use one of these is probably cringing right now, because we all know these taste like you know what. But in a pinch, guys, I mean, you got to do what you got to do. It'll get you a couple days or even a week by yourself. They're not very expensive. They do weigh a ton. It's like a brick, because it is. But if you want some better ways, I'm not going to say it's going to taste any better, but it's a lot cheaper if you plan on buying quite a few of these. There's plenty of websites you can go on, or even look on YouTube for ways to make your own tack, because that's really all this is. It's easy and cheap to make, so if you got extra time, check out one of those videos, make your own tack, and you can save some money by not buying these awesome things. We do have one little bonus. Sadly, I'm a smoker trying to quit, but if you do get stranded in the woods and you're already in a really bad situation and you run out of smokes or chewing tobacco, anything like that, one thing you can pick up are these nicotine toothpicks. So they come in handy. I have these for an emergency, of course, and I used to put these in my mouth all the time when I was quitting smoking. But these things, I believe, run $4 a pack, roughly. The nice part about these is, even with my thermos video, if you're not going to use them and you're not a smoker, it's still not a bad idea to pick these things up. In an emergency, if someone's jonesing for that nicotine fix, these can get you a long way for bartering purposes. I mean, there are, I believe, 10 toothpicks in here. So for absolutely no weight, you get some very good bartering purposes. So just food for thought. It's $8, $10, and you have a lot of advantage point if something does go wrong and someone's needing that quick fix. Anyway, guys, I hope you liked the reviews, or my opinion, I should say, on these products. If you would, like, subscribe. If you do subscribe, please leave a comment below, so that way we know and we can stay in touch. Anyway, guys, I hope you have a great day and enjoy the weekend when it gets here, and God bless.